Alright guys, so the Regal's been sitting out here under the carport for a bit, and it's rained all day. It even rained a little yesterday, but it's staying fairly dry under here, and it's a good thing because I don't even have roof rail seals in this side. I got partial of the old one over there. No hood, no deck lid, but anyway, since I missed my thrash on my 55, I'm going to go ahead and jump back on this car pretty soon. Because it does run a drive. I just took it for a test drive the other day, so go ahead and get all the stuff finished out and put on, and then I can start driving it every day, which was the plan from the get-go. But I thought I'd show some parts that I never showed before that I redone, and one of them is the grill here. So anyway, this grill, the chrome on it was very, very nice, but the inlay of this grill was silver, so I changed it to trim black. And also took the Regal emblem out, and I pretty much trim painted all of it black, and then I went back with lacquer thinner on a paper towel that I folded into mini squares really tight, and then wiped one direction lightly, and it pretty much, you know, took the black off the top edge, so it left the chrome like stock. So it looks pretty new now, and I love the look of the blackout, and with leaving the chrome, it just gives it a lot more detail, and it looks really good on the black car. So the upper grill bar, I redid the inlay in black, and I redid this inlay in black. This I described in one video, but it had many heavy pits in about a 10-inch section, and I went through and sanded them down. I used a cone burr on an air die grinder, and I kind of dug them out a little bit, and then I put 2-part putty in there and sanded it out, and then pretty much just taped it off and shot it trim black. This, I just taped off a big square around the Buick, taped everything else off, and then shot it all, and then I peeled the tape off, and then I went back with lacquer thinner on a folded paper towel and wiped it off. So now all the detail is back into the front end parts that it needs. So this headlight bezel, to carry on the blackout trim idea, of course this is just Z-chrome on here right now, but the chrome outer on the headlight bezels is in pretty nice shape, so I'm going to keep that. But where the Z-chrome is, I'm going to do the trim black in here, and I have to go in here and I have to sand this all down with like some 400 or 500 grit paper, and then I'll just put the trim black directly over it and right here as well. But anyway, it'll end up being trim black to match the inlay of the grill, so it'll really look good on this black primered car, especially with the newer headlights. You know, I've stated it before, this headlight is kind of out of date looking nowadays, but they're only like 30 bucks on eBay, so it was kind of hard to beat. Or 25, I don't even remember. Very inexpensive, so, and they're quite a good upgrade from seal beam halogen. But anyway, so a couple more things that I did here. This is the trunk lock emblem. It goes over the trunk lock. I used Testors model car paints. This is a blue in the inlay here. This is pretty much like original, but everything was gone on this thing. It was completely chrome. So I re-blued the inlay there and did the same thing with the lacquer thinner on a paper towel and wiped out the outer edge. And then where it says Regal down in that inlay, I just put masking tape around the whole square and I spray painted it. I think I used semi-gloss Krylon spray paint. And then I let it set for about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Then I went back with a pocket flat blade screwdriver and I just scraped on the top edge real light, and it just rolled the black paint right off the Regal. So anyway, this thing, after polishing it up, the chrome is fantastic on this piece, and I've already got the 3M double-sided tape on it. And then there's the cell panel emblems. Now, I only had one really nice one with this car. I do have another one that came off of my free Regal, but the chrome is so bad it almost looks tan. It's etched really bad. And again, I painted these with trim black and then went back with a folded paper towel with lacquer thinner and just wiped the top edge. So, I mean, it absolutely looks brand new again. So, anyway, these cell panel emblems, they go somewhere in this area right here. And that trim black is a little bit more deep of a black than the primer, so it's really going to stand off. I'm going to go ahead and put all the emblems on the car, even though it's just primer, because I can always peel them off when I get ready to paint it and put on the double-side tape again. I have a giant roll of this stuff, so it's a little time consuming, but it's well worth it. You know, I want the detail of the badges on there. So what I did was, needing one more sail panel emblem, I looked on eBay for a sail panel emblem, and I ended up finding a lot from a Turbo Sport Coupe Regal, and it has the hood bulge 3.8 liter turbo badges. It has the Sport Coupe badge for the trunk, and it had both Regal sail panel emblems. And so I went ahead and bought the lot because I need the turbo hood bulge emblems for my Century Sport Coupe, because those were missing off the car, and I found that those are a little bit hard to find that's in pretty decent shape. So anyway, that's what's going on. Now the grill, I just set it in the car. It's not bolted on. I just set it in there for to get the idea with the video. But you know, after you polish all your little trim pieces and clean everything up, it's going to end up looking really, really nice. I'm excited, man. It's you know, the car's really coming together, and I'm just really, really happy with it. I can't wait to start driving it every day. It's really a blast to drive. I mean, it's really, really tight. It's smooth, and anyway, I guess that's it. It's raining today, so I'm kind of stuck in the house. Since I got sick from that dual burner propane heater in my garage, I'm not using it anymore, so I don't have any heat in the garage, so I'm not working on anything. But I might look into getting one of those wall mount gas heaters and see what's going on with one of those. I may have to just, you know, end up getting one of those. But anyway, guys, that's just a little small update for the Buick Regal project.